are now listening to Lower Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the number one podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Huh? Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lower Road Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lower Road Radio.
Let's get it.
What? At Tanagra, when the walls fell, this is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lower Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason. How you doing today?
Good. We had a lot of feedback.
Lots of feedback.
It's been 2 or 3 weeks since we've recorded.
It's been a while.
And, one in particular stands out. Shoeless Joe.
Shoeless Joe was like,
going on vacation. He's like, I need some episodes.
My Lower Road Radio.
Yeah.
And, Joe, we had to take a break.
Yeah.
A bit of a sabbatical, as it were. We apologize. We wish we could have been there for you in your hour of need.
But we're going to make up for it right now.
Yes, we're going to make up for it right now because we are, drumroll, launching Season 6.
Season 6.
But as I say it, I feel a bit uncomfortable. 6 is not a good number.
It's not a good number.
So,
listen, I love 3. I love 5.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, I love 4.
1's great, too.
Yeah, and then 7, I'm a big fan of 7.
7, come on, what are we talking about?
Of course,
yeah.
7.
10 is great.
10 is awesome.
Yeah.
6, not a great
8's
number.
pretty cool. You turn it on
I
its
like
side,
8.
it's an
Well, it's a
infinity.
snowman.
It's also a snowman. So in honor of Season 6, we're going to do the Mount Rushmore of Numbers.
Yes.
These are the 4 most iconic numbers of all time. These numbers will be chiseled into... Where do you think the Mount Rushmore of Numbers would be? Like what state,
I
country,
think in the country
region?
of India.
They're big into numbers over there.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Somewhere in India.
Yeah, somewhere. Like the Himalayas are in the northern part of India.
You feel pretty good about that one?
Yeah. Nepal is right there.
Okay.
And India's right there. Mm-hmm. And the Himalayan mountains cover that whole region.
Kathmandu.
Something like that.
Uh-huh. So, Mount Rushmore of Numbers.
Let's just put it in Nepal.
It'll be in Nepal.
I like Nepal.
Where are we going to start?
With the numbers.
You got to start at number 1.
Right?
Unless you want to start at 0.
See, I don't think 0 is a number.
What?
I think 0 is the absence of a number. If you have a bucket of apples, you don't start counting at 0. If you don't have any apples, you have no apples. 0 is not a number. It's the absence of a number. It's the lack of a number. I don't think 0 is a real number.
It's like clear is not a color.
Clear is not a color.
According to Wikipedia, 0 is both a number and a numerical digit used to represent that number in numerals. The number 0 fulfills a central role in mathematics as the additive identity of the integers, real numbers, and many other algebraic structures. As a digit, 0 is used as a placeholder in place value systems.
See, it's a placeholder. It's also a number. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, if we're going to do the iconic numbers of all time, I think 1 is your George Washington in more ways than 1. No pun intended.
Okay.
It's 1.
1
is a slam dunk. I think. Listen, I want to skip over 0.
Like
I'm
we're
just not
number
comfortable.
1.
Yeah,
so
we're
we'll just
number 1.
say, for the sake of Lower Road Radio, 0 is not a number. I don't know about that, but okay, we'll say 0 is not a number. But so we're going to start off at number 1.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Now I do love 7.
If you're not first, you're last.
That is, yeah.
So we're willing to put number 1 up there right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I think 7 deserves consideration.
Let's just do this. 2. Consideration?
No.
You know, I mean, it takes 2 to tango.
It takes 2 to tango.
Yeah.
3 strikes and you're out. 3's a
That's
big
3.
number.
Yeah, 3's company.
Susan Summers.
Yeah. John Ritter.
Uh-huh.
Don Knotts.
And others, yeah.
I believe if we're working up, 2 can be skipped over, but you got to stop at 3. For a minute. 3 is a big number.
It's a big
They
number.
say comedy comes in 3s.
Yeah.
So there's that.
A lot of times deaths come in 3 too.
A
like
lot of
celebrity,
times.
Yeah, deaths. Yeah.
Yeah. God is 3 in 1.
That is true. 3 and 1.
Mm-hmm. Yep. biblically speaking, 3 is a very big number.
Very big.
Yeah.
Very big in the Bible.
Yeah. So
Let's have 3 as a strong possibility.
okay. So 3's not up there like number 1 is.
Oh, number 1 is a slam dunk.
Okay.
I think 3 is strong consideration.
All right.
I think we need to skip by some single digits and go into
You wanted to go to 7 though.
I think 7, same thing. There's a lot of biblical precedent for number 7.
Well, there's 7 days in a week.
Absolutely. God rested on the 7th day. The
Mm-hmm.
7 is huge, right?
Yeah, 7 is a big number.
7's a big
Not
number.
just biblically speaking, but
I mean,
certainly.
God created 7.
Does 7 belong on the Mount Rushmore of numbers?
I don't know. See, what I was trying to go for is I think we should consider 100.
100.
100. 100. Century mark.
100's a big number.
100's a big number.
Yeah.
I mean, it's infinitely bigger. Not technically infinitely bigger, but it's quite a bit bigger.
It's about as old as you could ask to be if you're being greedy. You know what I mean? Like, I know people live to be older than that, but the thought that, like, living to 100 is a big deal.
It's a big deal, yeah.
You're going to get on, what was the guy on the Today Show that used to do the Smuckers, like it was like your birthday.
Willard.
Yeah.
Willard was his last name.
Willard
I think.
Scott.
Willard Scott, that is,
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And if you were 100, that was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
Okay.
So
100 is
100
good.
is also a number. It's like if you ask your kids, especially when they're little, like, how many cookies do you want? 100.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 100 is in the kid's mind, that's
Right.
as big as it gets.
Okay. In Ebonics, it's 100.
100.
100, I guess.
If 50 Cent was twins.
Did he? Okay.
So listen, I think 1, 3, and 100 are right there.
What about pi?
3.14?
6.
I think it's 3.14.
I'm not a math guy.
3.12? 3.14?
Either way, it's iconic.
Is it? Because we don't know what it is.
It also can't really fit on Mount Rushmore because it's infinite.
That is true.
So,
You'd have to abbreviate it.
Or they have to do a ... after it. Are we comfortable putting a ... on this Mount Rushmore? It's an iconic number. I honestly
Or
couldn't
what if you
tell
just put the pi symbol up there?
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's
you got
good.
the little...
I honestly don't know why pi is so important.
It's this diameter of the circumference of a circle.
It's the diameter of the circumference
Yeah,
of
you
a
do
circle.
the math and you figure out how big a circle is using pi. You take the you take the diameter multiplied by pi equals circumference. I'm almost positive on that one. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure.
The circumference of any circle to the diameter of that circle.
Yeah, diameter times pi equals circumference.
Okay.
It's a big number.
It's a really important number.
Okay, I want to throw out there for consideration 1 million.
Million's big. You're just going to jump over 1,000.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to me, bypass the 1,000. Go straight for the million. Because, for a lot of reasons, I wish I was a millionaire.
Do you...
If I had $1 million, I could do this. I mean, $1 million is...
Yeah. $1 million seems like a lot of something.
It's a lot of something.
But yet it's still like your brain can almost understand $1 million, where once you get to $1 billion, billion's such a big number that
It's hard
you
to
start to
even
lose it.
Yeah.
I don't think anything over $1 million belongs on the list.
Is infinity a number?
I don't think so. Would you say it is?
I don't know. Mathematically speaking, it possibly could be.
There are no numbers bigger than infinity, but that does not mean that infinity is the biggest number because it's not a number at all. For the same reason, infinity is neither even nor odd. You can think of the set of natural numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as countable infinite. Countably infinite.
Okay, so infinity doesn't belong.
No.
Okay, so let's throw this out there really quick. 1, 3, pi, and either 100 or 1 million.
We're just saying 7 days a week doesn't matter to us.
Yeah, we have quite a few just single digit numbers.
1, 3, pi, 100 or 1 million.
I say 1, 3, pi, although 3 and pi are really close.
Come on, what are we talking about?
It's 0.14.
Mm-hmm.
3, 1, pi, 100. I think that's what it is. Because even a million, listen, we throw a million out there all the time.
Yeah.
It is hard. Have you ever counted to a million?
Yeah.
I haven't. I've counted to 100 many times.
Right.
You're driving down the road. When will we be home? Count to 100 3 times. Okay, 1.
What's the highest you've ever counted?
I would 800.
Yeah. I don't know what the highest I've ever counted to is.
Technically, I actually did inventory at work this last couple weeks, and I would do it in sections of 50 and then add up the 50s.
Oh, sure.
So there was parts of bins I counted like 5,000 pieces.
Oh, wow.
But it was 10 sets of 50.
You're in the upper percentile of people who have counted high numbers.
Oh, I've counted lots of.
I bet there are only 1% of people in the world that have counted higher numbers than you. Because why else would you if you weren't taking inventory?
Yeah, lots of places do.
When I was a kid, I remember thinking that I didn't want to go to sleep at night, so I was going to just count as high as I could.
And you got to 80?
If that.
Okay, so what is it? Let's wrap it up.
3 pi 100.
That's it. Mount Rushmore of numbers. There you go.
All right. That's it.
That's it.
How do you feel about season 6 so far?
I would not put it in the Mount Rushmore of all of our seasons.
Ooh, no, not even.
No. So should we continue on season 6?
I don't feel comfortable in season 6.
Because what happens when we get to episode 13?
Yeah.
And God forbid episode 66.
We can't even have that.
That'd be 666. We can't do that.
I feel like and I'm not a big believer in this, but I'm just going to say it. I feel like we're tempting fate by even staying in season 6.
No.
This is a Final Destination situation.
Absolutely.
We got to get out of season 6 as fast as
immediately
we can.
Just go to 7.
All right. Next episode will be in season 7. So this is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog.
Thank you.